On detail day, I can't anything up.
Yo, I'm a little concerned with time.
I bit off way more than I can chew.
So basically right now is when you figure out, like, okay, what can be just blocked in really fast and what actually needs some time. Don't panic, it's okay. You got it. You got it.
In this week's elimination tattoo, you'll be inking a style that many cultures consider sacred, tribal. Throughout history, the tribal tattoo has been very important. They were used to identify the enemy in war, as symbols of marriage, and to establish a status within a tribe. You'll be creating a tattoo that incorporates your own personal style, as well as traditional tribal elements. Tomorrow, you'll have 5 hours to do this tattoo. And based on your work, one of you will be the next to pack up your machines and go home. Good luck tomorrow.
See, you got some reference here. Yeah. If you like that skull, I could probably do something where maybe the tribal wraps towards the back,
right,
like a cocoon around something, like you're looking in.
Yeah, I wanted to like basically do the whole hairline, so we could go as far down as here.
And we are limited to 5 hours, so you know the whole head might be rough. But I mean, that depends on the design. Maybe I can come up with something. My client wants a whole head tattoo. He's really not willing to do half of it, nor do I really want to do half of it because it would be nearly impossible to match it or draw into it again. I chose something that is difficult, but I chose it because I wanted to do something big that, you know, I could show off with. Here we go. Just let me know how you're feeling. Anything, you just keep me in the know.
I think Billy's overambitious. I think he bit off a little more than he could chew. He's gonna regret that shit, man, definitely.
I mean, it's a race, but we're moving along steadily, so should be all right. The way I approach tattoos, you know, I really obsess over it and analyze it and try to come up with like just the best possible solution, both for the client and for myself. So you see? Awesome. That's the reason I'm in the top here.
2 more hours to go, guys.
Heads are difficult to tattoo. The pain is pretty bad. You're getting a lot of sheer force, you know, just repeatedly banging on your skull.
She got stars.
There's a lot of nerves, and that's very painful to try to squeeze a whole head tattoo and rush something like that. I just don't think it's a smart idea.
Give me like 2 more minutes, and we'll let you take a break.
Cool.
Is that cool? You sure? Yeah. All right. I just want to kill this spot so I don't have to go back into it. I definitely have to rush a little bit, but the one thing I want to do is I want to prove people wrong. I want to be able to finish.
30 minutes left.
My client's in a lot of pain. He started like losing his eyesight a little bit from, you know, all the rattling. Do you want me to get somebody? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Can you get EMT? At this point, his body's cutting out.
Hey. Looking a little pale there. Feel nauseous?
I knew going into this that I took a piece that was huge. I was pretty confident I could finish it. I'm not finished. I need like another 20 minutes. I don't want to leave this guy with, you know, an unfinished headpiece. It's, you know, this guy's got to walk around with it every day. I'm ruining this guy's life. I'm feeling very disappointed right now. He's gonna have to walk around with an unfinished tattoo. I'm a little worried going into the elimination. Not being able to finish may be a deciding factor.
Welcome, guys, to another elimination round. For this week's elimination tattoo, we asked you to create a tribal tattoo that incorporates your own personal style. And Billy?
What's going on, guys?
So you chose the head tattoo?
Yeah, I chose the head.
That was bold.
For the design, placement, layout, I think I did a really good job. I didn't quite finish it.
We are here issuing you guys challenges based on time. And we need to see finished tattoos. Bad choice.
There was a ton of outlining. A lot of time was spent with the stencil and drawing, getting it perfectly symmetric on his head.
I don't like the fact that you left the guy with scattered shade marks. That dude's got to cruise around like that. You're kicking yourself out of the pack if you don't finish your challenge.
Yesterday, you tattooed the left side of the brain for the first 6 hours of a 12-hour head tattoo. And you're being judged on adaptability. One of the best ways to prove your adaptability is to finish what someone else started.
What?
That's right, you must all swap canvases. Today, another artist will be finishing what you started, and you must finish what someone else started, tattooing the right side of someone else's brain.
Hell yeah.
Boneface?
I take Nikki's canvas. I'm taking Nikki's canvas because it'll allow me to show that I can tattoo 10 times better than Nikki.
After your consult with your new canvases, you'll have 6 hours to tattoo the right side of your canvas's head. Based on your work on both canvases, one of you will be packing your machines. Good luck.
Today, these artists are all gonna have to match what another artist did on the other side, so you want to adapt to the shapes, the sizes, even the color palette.
Hand and all. Couldn't go safe today. I did that maze.
Boneface picked off way more than he can chew by picking my canvas's tattoo. He really thinks he can tattoo next to me? Come on, dude.
I'm gonna leave her with 2 great pieces.
Indeed.
This week, you tattooed 12 hours. 6 hours on the left side of a canvas's head and 6 hours on the right side of another canvas's head, finishing another artist's design, Nikki and Boneface.
Nikki, I like the darkness of it, the richness of it, really amazing detail to the cheek. Really gives him a strong, statuesque feature.
Boneface.
From a distance, it stands out strong. The blue background was a smart move to do a cool color opposite Nikki's hot color.
As far as who got who, the simplicity of Nikki's aura and the richness of her black, I give the day to Nikki.
Thank you.
Today, you must tattoo a natural disaster. Whether it's a volcanic eruption, a meteor shower, or a tornado, it's the fine details that will bring your scene to life. The strength of your shop as a team will determine your success or failure in this competition.
We got this.
And for this tattoo, once again, you will be tag teaming. Your shop will create one tattoo on the same canvas. Only one of you can tattoo at a time, and you must switch artists every hour. You'll have 6 hours to tattoo a detailed natural disaster. And if your work is a disaster, your shop will be out. Good luck.
Today, we're testing these artists on detail.
What's going on?
Jesse, nice to meet you.
Whether it be a tidal wave, an earthquake, explosions, you have to show movement.
What you looking to get done? A hurricane crashing against the shore.
Could be dust, fire, wind, water, some type of force that's gonna demolish something.
A forest fire?
Yes.
If you're a tattooer that doesn't have a versatile bag of tricks, it's gonna be very difficult to pull off a natural disaster.
I always show a lot of detail in my tattoos, so we're gonna show every little tiny detail in this scene. Broken buildings, broken cars, truck falling off a cliff, little guy hanging off a truck, graffiti on the truck. There's like 700 windows in there.
Tell you what, if you do finish that thing, it's gonna be great.
How's that truck? Dope.
It's getting there, yeah. I need a little bit more, but...
There's way too many details in this thing. We might have bit off more than we could chew.
Keep missing it. Right there, where it doesn't meet the line. Just go further down.
Today, every detail counts. Old Town Inc.
This is a definite swing for the fences, but I like it. The details in this thing, the little truck, the little guy hanging off the truck, the car, and the nicest light post I've ever seen tattooed. But that crack where this is all going into is where you needed to spend the time to punch home what this was.
I mean, there's so many areas that don't have any shading at all in them. That big blank white face of the building there with all the windows in it, that looks unfinished.
Bob, Katie, Holly, and Chris, you will have one last chance to take out an all-star and keep your place in this competition.
Okay.
The 4 of you must face off against each other in the final round of the tattoo gauntlet. All right, Creepy Jason, what style must Bob tattoo for this face-off?
Bob is gonna do color realism.
I don't tattoo any color realism. Ever. At all. Zilch.
You're happy about that?
No, but whatever. I'll do it.
Bob got his poopy pants on.
The face-off is set. You will have 5 hours to tattoo, and your canvases are completely open. Lose this face-off, and you will be eliminated. Good luck.
I don't know if you like corgis, but this is my dog.
Oh, nice.
I've done that many color realism tattoos in my life.
Are these like 2 scars right here?
Yeah. I'm panicking right now.
Let's look at the other thing. Sorry.
Sorry for shaving all the patches on you, buddy, but I gotta find a good spot to put this thing.
Stressful when stuff isn't going the right way.
Color realism has a lot of things to do, and I bit off more than I can chew with all of this fur texture.
If I'm gonna go home today, at least I got to do a corgi.
This is the most important tattoo in my career.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. No more ink.
Oh yeah, it's the best corgi I've done yet, right?
Exactly. This week, we tested your versatility in a brutal 3-round tattoo gauntlet. With $250,000 on the line, there is no room for error. Chris, Holly, Katie, and Bob, based on your work, one of you will be eliminated. Bob.
You made it look like your corgi, and it makes me stoked. But when I looked inside the ears, it just looked very rushed. The tongue and whatever is going on with his gums, I couldn't really tell what was happening there. I would have loved to see that stuff a little cleaner. It looked a little unfinished.
I hope you're ready. You get 1 tattoo and 1 chance to show us everything you've got. Your canvases are completely open and have been randomly assigned. You will have 6 hours to tattoo any style and any subject matter.
All right.
Start designing
right now,
and good luck.
All right.
I would have loved this challenge when I was competing. First challenge, they get to show whatever they want.
That looks pretty sick, bro.
This is what you do, it's your style, so it better be perfect.
How long you been tattooing?
7 years now.
Mainly black and gray, or what's your go-to?
Yeah, only black and gray.
Yeah.
My style is black and gray realism, black and gray fine line. I do a lot of traditional Hindu tattoos. You don't see too many Indian folks out there running around with full sleeves, neck tattoos, and all that. I'm gonna change that.
Chose like a Ganesh?
Yeah. This tattoo is supposed to look like a stone statue. So building this texture and this look takes time.
How you feeling on time?
Like a turtle, but I'm moving.
For your first elimination tattoo, you had 6 hours to tattoo whatever you want. Any style, any subject. Let's see how you did. Dave.
There's clean line work, there's really soft shading, and it just seems that it's missing a layer. The crown's really flat because you have a lot of skin and black. You know, there's no really like shadow or darks to it.
I'm a very slow tattooer.
If you don't develop black and gray enough, it's too confusing and it's too convoluted. You just bit off more than you could chew.
I agree.
For this elimination tattoo, you must create a Western tattoo.
Oh my God.
You know we had to do that. You're here.
Sick.
My canvas asked for a black and gray realistic cowboy. This is definitely out of my wheelhouse, but I feel like it's just in my nature to please people, and I'm trying to give this canvas exactly what he's asking for.
You know what sucks? Right around now, everyone does good tattoos, you know?
Yeah, don't get in your head, mate.
This takes way longer than it looks, and on detail day, I can't anything up.
Yo, I'm a little concerned with time.
I bit off way more than I can chew.
So basically right now is when you figure out, like, okay, what can be just blocked in really fast and what actually needs some time.
I'm panicking a little bit.
Don't panic, it's okay. You got it. You got it.
Today, we tested detail with Western tattoos. Let's see how you did. Bobby.
Tough act to follow.
I do think it's difficult to follow Jazzy's tattoo because it's compositionally very similar, and that one is so strong. The gun and the face, they spring out of the image. There's like a very successful dimensionality to those. And then I feel like the weaker parts of the tattoo are the shirt, the hat, the sort of stuff away from the center of the image.
Could have got a lot more detail in this hair. It's a little noodly. I do think on detail day it fell a little short.